Welcome back, guys, to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8 The Sacred Stones. It's time to one-turn this thing! Or to, yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, first, Niemi. Really been brilliant, what can I say? Right, use the Nidog. And attack! Come on, Niemi. How much health's he got? Watch out for the demon light. Damn. Ugh. Nice. Okay, so he had overall 48. Yeah, so he would have had 120. Not surprised there. Erica. Get behind him. No, if you attack, you die, so I'm not going to risk it. Ross. Garm equipped. If you hit this both, he's dead. So actually, I want to drag this out as long as possible. The Adulma. Come on, Josh. Come on, Joshua. Boom. And... ouch. Come on, Joshua. Try again. Boom. Nice one. Level up for Joshua. Final boss battle. And he levels up. Very nice. Let's finish this now with the man himself, Ephraim. Let's do this. Ephraim, he's all yours. Demon King, I'm going to kill you. So Ephraim is a badass. He is a badass. Fire the Siegmund and attack! Yes! It took 3 of my units. You don't even need level 20 to beat this thing. Not a very difficult final boss, he isn't. I'll tell you that. Sorry I'm not like going, yeah, like I was in a few of my other playthroughs or whatever, but the final boss is not a difficult one. As long as you've leveled your units well, and you've given them the right weapons, not difficult at all. You can kill him possibly in like, what, two attacks, maybe even 3. I did it in 3. Maybe even 1 if you're lucky. That's it. It's over, isn't it? Yes. Evil has been imprisoned, locked away. The legends of old have been mirrored in our actions today. No, we've done far more than the legends ever told. We've destroyed the Demon King's body. He can never come back. That's right. And we have you to thank for it. And another thing. And another thing! In that ancient battle, it took the might of the 5 heroes to do what we did. And we did not have their extraordinary power to draw upon. No, you still have quite good power nonetheless. No, we didn't. We conquered darkness and restored peace to the land, thanks to you. It was because you never gave in. You never stopped fighting, none of you, not once. Thank you. This means we've accomplished our mission. I must relay the good news to King Hayden at once. Yes, I'm sure Father will be most pleased. Brother, this means peace will be restored, wouldn't it? Shall I fly back to Phrygia and let him know? There is no need to rush. I'm sure he knows. After all, we were together, and that ensured our victory. Of course, Prince Enos. Looks like we're on the outside looking in, eh? Even so, the fighting is over, and there's something to be happy about. Exactly. Well, that took some doing, but we finally finished the job. We certainly earned our pay. Please tell me we're going to enjoy it. Let's go home, Chief. Let's see now. Shall we head back to Gehenna? I guess we could stop in at the guild and get our next contract, eh? But the Queen's gone. I wonder what Gehenna will do now. I'm sure it'll all work out. After all's said and done, it's our home. Come on. It's time for Garrick's band to ride. Let's go. Heads. Looks like I should be getting back as well. Homecoming time. Dozla, Renak, we've done it.
Wah! And a job well done it was, British La Rochelle. I'm gonna win.
Phew, it's finally over. So, it's about time for me to... Hold it, I gave you no orders to leave. I am the Princess of Roston, lest you forget. I have many missions yet to fulfill. Come, Dozler Renak, time to go.
Aha! Wait up! Let's move, Renak.
The darkness, it's gone.
Yes, that's the end.
I guess so.
Let's return home, Lady Mirror. Our friends and family will be worrying about us.
What? Hey, teacher! Where are you going? Wait up, I'm going with you.
You did well, Ross. You're a true fighter, my pride and joy.
But you're still the best, Father. That's right, my father's the best warrior in all Magville.
Not really. Bah. I'm glad everyone's so happy, but... they'd better not forget that they won only with our help. Right, Niamey?
We all worked together. Wasn't that great, Colm?
Hey, don't stop crying, please!
Oh, glorious light, were you witness to our victory? The foul demon has been purged from the earth. The ancient demon king was powerful, as the scrolls described, and yet, in the end, we were able to defeat him. After all, there's no better than us. Your continued safety is all that matters to me, Princess Erica. General, Princess Erica, we can finally return to Renee, can't we? Yes, we can go home, all of us, unharmed.
I'm exhausted. I'd like nothing more than to laze about for a while. Alas, we're not going to have that opportunity, are we, Prince Ephraim? Nope. The reconstruction of Renee is going to keep us busy. Keep our strength up. I'm going to need you in the days ahead. We'll be beside you through it all. The war is over. Victory is ours. Now we ride for home. The epilogue. 26 hours of play. 26 hours of gameplay.
Ephraim. It is time I must be going. I am still Princess of Roston after all. There is much to which I must attend. Renee and Roston are far apart, but that distance can be managed somehow. If you and I were to be betrothed, that is. I wonder if I appear too forward. No, how silly of me.
What the...
Ephraim, I must return to Darkling Woods. With my father gone, much responsibility falls on my shoulders. Yet I would ask, may I come and visit you from time to time?
Of course, that seems great to me. We of Freely will do what we can to aid the restoration of Renee. If you have need of our assistance, you can come to me at any time. And another thing, it wasn't such a bad thing fighting on the same sides as you. That's all. The day will come though, one day. We'll see who is the better. Trust me, it's not you. It isn't. And the two great lords are back home.
Where are you going, brother? We've endured so much to get home, and now...
I'm sorry, Erica. I must journey to Grado. I've received word from Seth. In the south, within the Empire, there has been an enormous landslide.
A landslide?
Yes. Word that it's so great that the whole cities were destroyed. So that's the disaster Leon was on about. They say the damage is so severe, the Empire itself is in danger. That's why I must go to Grado. The people are saying this is Grado's divine punishment. But these are the same citizens Leon wanted nothing more than to protect. I could not ignore their plight.
Yes, of course not. I will ride with you.
No, you must remain in Renee. Our country is recovering, but we cannot rest easy. Someone must stay and protect the realm.
Ephraim, I understand. I will take your place until you return. I'll wait for you in Renee, brother.
I can always depend on you, Erica. Leon, I will be king. The type of king we often spoke of, strong and kind in measure, an ideal king. The people of Renay and Grado are under my protection. I will not fail them. Watch and see. That's it. That is it, guys. That is Let's Play Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones. As games go, it's a good game, but it's not really that challenging. While on normal mode for Fire Emblem 7, that was still difficult. Normal mode on this just seemed a bit easy. Apart from Null, we really didn't suffer. We suffered no casualties apart from Null. And really, we didn't even need Null in the end. But yeah. So, that is Let's Play Fire Emblem 8 Sacred Stones. Will I Let's Play any more Fire Emblem games in the future? There is a big possibility I will, but the 7 and 8 are the ones I know the most about, because I have once owned these games. The other Fire Emblem game I've got is Fire Emblem The Shadow Dragon for the DS, which is a remake of the first Fire Emblem game. I might Let's Play the first Fire Emblem game. That's probably would be a good bet for me. But yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, at the moment this is one of 9 Let's Plays that I'm currently doing. And I'm gonna finish all of them before I start anything else. So, yeah. Yeah, but still, Fire Emblem though, great game series, and this game did not disappoint. Wasn't as good as 7 in my opinion, but still was good. Just because it wasn't as good as 7 doesn't make it bad. That's pretty much the law. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for me. It's been a great time doing this for you, doing this Let's Play for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it immensely. And I will leave you here. I am Masterath, and I'll be seeing you for my next Let's Play in the future. Goodbye.
Oh, are you? My name is Leon. That's me. The son of the Emperor. You're Prince Ephraim and Princess Erica from Renay, aren't you? I heard you were coming, and I've been waiting here all day. I've always wanted... I don't have any friends my own age. So, Prince Ephraim, Princess Erica, what do you say? From now on, let's be friends.
From whence they met to whence they go. 167 turns to the Empire's reach. That was the first time, and 260 odd for the second. But you can see, it didn't take us that long to finish the rest of the game. So how did they all finish, eh? Seth. Seth returned to Renay. Wish Ephraim and his fellow knights. His dedicated service made him the most trusted of the new king and queen's guardsmen, as well as the most famous of knights in all of Renay. But he still sucks, the Silver Knight. Franz the Faithful. He continued to serve Renay with the same devotion that he had during the War of the Stones, its official name. His generous nature and easy smile made him a favourite. Silent Gilliam Thunderhead. Brilliant he was. Gilliam returned to his home of Frelia, where he continued to serve the crown as a faithful knight. His imposing countenance was told to strike fear in the hearts of even the most arrogant and brash of Frelia's new recruits. Ah, Moldy! Mulder, the wise counselor. After the War of the Stones, Mulder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide the King Enos as hard. Vanessa, dutiful rider. She remained on active duty as an airborne knight of Frelia's army. Her beauty and determination became
the standard to which her fellow knights aspired. It's nice to know that is. Ross, his father's son. Ross the boss. He returned to Ede, village of his youth, and helped rebuild it after the bandit attack that brought it to ruin. Years later, he set out on his own to perfect his fighting skill and to hone both body and spirit. He's good enough as it is. Anyway, Garcia, the warrior reborn. He returned to Ede to help with its reconstruction after the bandit attack. Afterward, he re-enlisted in the army, serving Renee as a troop leader. His strength, valor, and experience inspired many. Good old Garcia, going back to his roots there. Colm, the good-natured thief. He politely refused an invitation to become a spy for Renee, returning instead to his hometown. He spent the rest of his days as a chivalrous rogue, helping those in need from the shadows. That's always good. Naomi, the tearful archer. She returned to her village and passed her days in peace and quiet. Years later, she travelled to the capital of Renee. As an archery instructor for their military, she never could resist a good cry. She may have cried, but she was brilliant. Arta Mofatsa, Saint of Light. Arta moved to Renee to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked out rest to ease pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry. Well, there you go. It's always good for him. Loot Prodigy. That's it, just Loot Prodigy. Anyway, after the War of the Stones, Luke returned to Renee to continue her arcane studies. She spent far less time locked in her library, preferring now to explore the outside world. She grew into a great and well-travelled sage. Well, she already was by the time we finished, anyway. Joshua, the Tempest King. That's a badass name for Joshua, sorry. Joshua returned to Gehenna and ruled over as its king. Really? His skills as a leader had grown great, and Gehenna flourished as never before. He never outgrew his love for games. Natasha, the sacred healer. Once the war was over, Natasha returned to Grado to help rebuild the Empire. She dedicated herself to easing the grief of those families that lost soldiers during the war. During the war? Ford, the Wild Knight. Upon Ford's return to Renee, his secret hobby of painting was discovered. He was commissioned as a court artist. His work grew popular, and his days became so busy that he often regretted his career change. Well, that's what we bear sometimes. Carl Shazam, eh? It's a shame we didn't use you as much as I wanted you to, actually, but never mind. His service to the royal family of Renee continued without change. He became a battalion commander and gained much trust and responsibility for training new recruits. Good old Kyle. Tana, the Winged Queen. Really wanted to use her as well. She was good. Tana lived happily in the prosperous post-war Freelia. She flew to Renee often to visit her dear friend Erica. That's all good then. Enos, King and Strategen. Hey, we're the Strategen, goddammit. As time went on, he succeeded his father Hayden as King of Freelia. His resourcefulness and tactical prowess made him build a court of loyal vessels that served to lead the country to greater prosperity. Nice. Graceful Serene. Serene continues as the commander of Freelia's Pegasus Knights. Her grace and beauty in flight were the subject of many songs and paintings, probably won by Ford, and her popularity soared, like a Pegasus. Nice. Oh, Amelia! Rose of the War. The legend Amelia. Following the war, she returned to Grado to assist in her country's reconstruction. She surrounded herself with new friends and used the strength she found on the battlefield to live her life in happiness. Good on her! Dussel, Obsidian General. Following the war, Dussel returned to Grado, where he was instrumental in its rebuilding. He spent his remaining years watching over Grado.
and sharing his wisdom with other nations as an expert combat instructor. Nice. Looks like a continent's back. Ah. Noel, the Watcher of Darkness, died at Scorched Sand, our only casualty. Cormag, the aloof lanceman, the aerial tank. Cormag returned to Grado to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army, not as a knight, but as a common soldier. Well, maybe he just loves that battlefield, you know. La Rochelle, Queen of Light. She succeeded her uncle as ruler of the Ralston theocracy several years after the war ended. She never lost her unique perspective on life. She spent so much of her rule visiting the neighbouring countries. Well, not wrong with that. Dosler of the Steady Axe, also known as Wario. As La Rochelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side, watching La Rochelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be, was Dosler's greatest joy in life. Renak, rich merchant. Very rich. La Rochelle summoned Renak back to Ralston, and he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. I guess he got paid quite well. I'm guessing. Garrick, the Desert Tiger. Garrick continued as a mercenary. Over the years, his reputation grew so great that he had more job offers than he could handle. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. Well, that sucks. Tethys, beloved dancer. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Okay. Her fame grew and grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed. Ewan, the enthusiastic student. Ewan was great, what can I say? Ewan continued his studies, modelling his life after the teaching of Sally. Eventually, his education branched off into different paths. His insatiable curiosity led him on a trip to explore the world. Marissa, the Crimson Flash. Marissa became battalion leader of an elite mercenary force. Many men sought to challenge her to a duel, and none of them stood up to her blade. Fair enough. Salah, the Well of Wisdom. Salah returned to Caer Palin, where he remained a faithful servant of the Manakete. His days were not spent in isolation, though. Many of the friends he met during the War of the Stones came to visit his village. Nice, okay. Myr, the Great Dragon. After bidding her farewells to Ephraim, Myr returned to Darkling Woods. Myr lived a long and full life, served by the people of Caer Palin, and comforted by the memories of her dear friends. Good for her. Erica, Restoration Queen. Erica returned to Renee and began the reconstruction effort with her brother. Her brother Ephraim. Seeing peace return to the lives of her people filled her with happiness. Her smile became a symbol of her people. Joy. Oh, that was joy! Ephraim, the Restoration King. Busy days awaited him upon his return to Renee. He oversaw the rebuilding not only of his own country, but also of the entire continent of Magville. His work was difficult, but his success made him a legend. That's it, guys. That is Let's Play Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Masterath, and I'll be seeing you for my next Let's Play in the future. See you then.